So Gary, Indiana has been hit with a massive storm causing extensive damage and blackouts for tens of thousands of residents. Particularly the Black population in Gary, Indiana have been most affected, and it doesn't seem like the mainstream media is really picking up the story. So residents have took to social media to get the word out.
My name's Aja, and I'm in a blackout, one of the worst ever for Indiana, and we're going on about a motherfucking week.
Good morning, America. So we are now on day 10.
Ooh, this is crazy. I never seen anything like this. Never. All my years of living here, I never seen anything like this.
Talked with Ada Hardwick. Her whole block is in the dark. Her fridge and freezer are empty, and her brother's funeral is on hold with the funeral home not having power. And she said there are two other neighbors on her block going through the exact same thing. She says she feels like Gary is being forgotten.
I cannot believe that this whole city was down and no one is over here helping Gary. And that's what I'm here to say today.
Some celebrities and social media personalities have spoken about the situation.
Indiana out of power for 7 days. That's a damn crisis.
It's a crisis. It's a national emergency.
Gary, Indiana being without power for 8 days. We was talking about doing a food tour in the Midwest because we're going to Chicago next year for our festival. How are we going to do a food tour in the Midwest and Gary ain't had no power and ain't nobody talking about it? I, for one, have not seen anybody else outside of Gary, Indiana talk about what's going on in Gary, Indiana. And I don't like it. And if you know me, you know I put my money where my mouth is. So today alone, we've been on the phone with the mayor's office to see if there's ways we can get involved. We've been on the phone with Salvation Army, see if we can get a Salvation Army truck and just drive around and pass out necessities, goods, anything that we can get our hands on. Now I'm not only making this video to say, if you're in Indiana and you know any ways we can get involved, please let me know. I'm also making this video to say, I think this should be national news. And it's crazy to me that it's not being talked about. All the stuff y'all talk about on social media nowadays, everybody got a think piece on everything. Why not a think piece on the fact that communities that look like myself been out with power for 8 days? Gary, Indiana, we'll see y'all in a minute. The Midwest Food Tour is officially starting, and it's starting with y'all. God bless you.
Some have noticed that the most famous Black family to come out of Gary, Indiana has been noticeably silent on what's been going on in their hometown. Due to the severity of the damages, residents may be looking at a long wait.
Frustration from neighbors here as the utility company defends its pace of restoration, saying the storm damage in Gary was unlike anything crews have ever seen.
We recognize that Gary continues to have the largest number of customers awaiting restoration in our service territory.
More than 38,000 Gary NIPSCO customers were impacted by the August 11th storms. So far, about 17,000 have been restored, but more than 21,000 are still waiting.
We didn't have no gas, no restaurants, no power. Now we had to throw away everything, got all the refrigerators. At night, it's like Gotham City. You can't see anything.
And based off NIPSCO's latest restoration estimate, some Gary customers could remain in the dark until next Tuesday. The utility company says the repair work has not been easy.
These aren't simple repairs. These are systems that are being rebuilt.
NIPSCO leader said before repairs could begin, crews conducted an extensive damage assessment that included surveying 2,000 miles of power lines on foot.
These are lines that ordinarily take us, and systems that ordinarily take weeks or months, that we are trying to accomplish in days and or weeks.
NIPSCO leaders saying they hear customers' concerns and that crews are working as quickly and safely as possible to restore power.
So what are your thoughts on the situation in Gary, and do you think the Jackson family should be more involved? Leave your comments below.